Welcome back. So a student just pointed out to me that maybe it's not a good idea for people to share sensitive data on GitHub, and he's totally right. So I just want to share this with you as well. Remember, do not put stuff on GitHub you don't want the world to see, right? As default, GitHub is an open repository that anybody can go and grab all the code up there. So if you have sensitive data there, like a password for a database, password for a server, password information about anything, anybody can grab it. And there's even sniffers out there just grabbing stuff from GitHub to figure out if they can hack other things. So beware in what you put on GitHub. But right now, for my sake, I don't care, because I'm just working with a Azure application here that doesn't have any sensitive data. I don't care. You can go and grab all of it if you want to. But still, I want to show you guys just a few choices to avoid this issue. First of all, if you were in a company and you wanted to build this for a company, the company probably had some cash, so you can go to GitHub and you can actually buy your way into a private repository. So let's try and jump into GitHub here. If I want, for instance, this repository, I just destroyed it, so I can't show it to you, but let me just show you one here. If I wanted to go into, for instance, this repository and say nobody should be able to access that, well, guess what? You can actually go into settings and you can say I want to convert this into a private repository by updating my plan right here. So if this was a company and I had some cash, I would go in here and I would say, let's just pay some money and get a private repository, right? And I don't even know, it seems to be some kind of, oh, here it is, get private repository, here's the price. So it's not even pricey, so go and do that. That's one solution. If this is private, when you start uploading your data, nobody can go and grab it. So you can put sensitive data in here as well. A second solution is to put stuff into your some kind of application file that's outside of your GitHub. So you can afterwards have some kind of script, copy that file up to your server, and nobody would actually be able to access that, and you can have an open GitHub repository. But seriously, nobody would do that anyway, because why would you share your code for a real production application? That's kind of your code or the customer's code. You can't share that. You shouldn't share that on GitHub. Now the last thing you can do if you don't want to pay stuff is use another Git repository, and I'm going to show you this one, the Bitbucket one. Bitbucket rocks. So I'm going to use that actually next lesson to try and deploy your REST API to a real Azure application. So I put all my sensitive data inside a Bitbucket repository instead of a GitHub repository, and that means that as standard, the Bitbucket repository is private for free. But you only have like, you can work together, I think it's 3 guys, and then you don't have more access points to that. So that's kind of their way of making money. So they say you can have up to, I think it's up to 3 users. Let me just have a look at the plan here, because that's just their way. You can have 1 user. Oh, you can actually have up to 5 more users for free. Woo! So you can use an entire team here of up to 6 users for free with a private repository. It's completely, you have the same settings, the same possibilities as on GitHub. It's just Bitbucket instead. So it's just another Git repository, another access point, but this guy is private. So it's a very easy way if you are a new starter who don't want to pay all the $7 a month. You can go in here and you can get it for free, right? There you go. Now pick one of these solutions, and you can actually, next lesson, deploy your real application to a real server on Azure. And again, make it private if you have sensitive data in there. Please, please. People will go and they will grab your data and they'll use it to hack real servers. But again, I'm in a school right now. I'm helping students do this. They don't have any data they should worry about, as long as they don't use their passwords for their school accounts or their passwords for their actual bank accounts, and they should never do that anyway. I'll tell them that Monday, don't worry. But this is up to you. Bitbucket for private, or upgrade your GitHub for private, or make some kind of settings file that you can upload besides your GitHub if you want to do that solution as well. See you in the next lesson where we'll try and actually deploy this to a real REST API on Azure. See you next time.